Hi, everybody. We're doing something fun and different today. I'm with my friends Angie Harper out in Queen Creek, Arizona, and Kristen Bailey out in, what's your new town? Not Pleasant,
Roseville,
Roseville,
California.
Roseville, California. I'm in Fruta, Colorado. My name is Christy Vogt, and Angie and Kristen and I have been partnered with LifeVantage, and we want to just give you a little peek about what it's like having a LifeVantage business. I've been with LifeVantage for 8 years. Angie and Kristen just right behind me, 7.5 years. And we didn't know each other, when we first started, but we are now family. And we travel together and play together and talk to each other every day. It's a beautiful thing. So, just a little bit about me. I live in Colorado with my husband, Dave. We've been together 37 years. We have 4 adult kids, 7 grandkids that live all scattered about. And my background is in medical aesthetics. So when I was 30 years old, so 28 years ago, I started out as an esthetician in a dermatology office doing fancy treatments on people's skin. And I'm listening to my people in the chair. I just love people and their stories. And I was just disheartened because nobody feels well. Like nobody, they would come in, and this was 28 years ago, you guys. Like they'd come in, they'd be stressed out, telling me that they didn't sleep, that they're not eating right, they're not exercising, their guts out of whack, their hormones are out of whack, they've got lots of aches and pains. They may have just recently got diagnosed with a chronic disease. And I'm like, man, this is all for naught, trying to help their skin if their bodies are breaking down. Because in the end, you guys, isn't quality of life what really matters, right? So fast forward, I went to this amazing seminar when I was working for a physician in anti-aging, and it was in 2004. And that's when I learned that that was the year that all the scientists and researchers who were studying disease and aging came up with one huge discovery. And that was at the root of every single disease and just progressive aging itself was one common thing, and that was systemic inflammation. It starts at the cell, oxidative stress at the cell, and which is the root of inflammation, which is the root of all disease, and it affects every organ and system in our body. So that's when I took an integrative approach in my aesthetics practice. Fast forward, I opened up my own clinic doing cosmetic dermatology and disease prevention, helping people change diet and lifestyle to feel better and look good all at the same time. And I had to partner with somebody that I knew for 14 years. She had 1% more ownership than I did. 2.5 years later, I lost the clinic due to a failed partnership. So I was 50 at the time. My husband's 5.5 years older. Our youngest was about to graduate college, go to nursing school. Our oldest was about to have our first grandbaby, and we literally took 20 steps backwards towards retirement. We were already living paycheck to paycheck and had no money in retirement, and we took out loans and all the things to do this business, and lost it all. So thank goodness that all happened, or I wouldn't have really taken a look at LifeVantage. So LifeVantage came to me just soon after that. And you guys, our hero product, Protandim NRF2, is a plant-based pill that actually reduces oxidative stress by an average of 40% in the first 30 days. And it has a cumulative effect to bring the oxidative stress levels to that of an infant. I say a 20-year-old because it's a little bit more believable, but this was on the shelves of retail in 2003 after it was formulated. In 2005, there was an ABC primetime report done by John Quinones. If you haven't seen that, you might want to take a look. It's pretty fascinating. It'll give you the background and the history of this. And then the sales piddled out from retail because a kid making $8 an hour at CVS Pharmacy isn't going to be able to explain how this is different than anything else on the market. So there's 28 peer-reviewed published studies on Protandim Nerf 2. So when I heard this back then after I lost my business, I'm like, this is my vehicle to be able to change lives, people's health on a cellular level, feel good, look good, because we're bringing down inflammation. I've got this great picture of like team that have been with me and my customers that have been with me since the beginning, with inflammation just decreased it's just been amazing. So it's, oxidative stress is the root of all disease, and this lowers oxidative stress. So it's been my vehicle for 8 years. I now have a team of over 1,300 consultants, and gosh, like 10,000, 11,000. I don't know. It's expanding just this month of customers. And we are just out there. We're on a mission to change people's lives through the product. I'm able to travel around and do my business on my cell phone, visit our grandchildren, and travel with the most amazing people. So again, our products are formulated with plant-based ingredients that our bodies recognize to activate and function and perform more optimally. So by reducing oxidative stress, then the body can go and heal and function and perform more optimally. We can activate our mitochondria, which is our powerhouse of our cell, our cellular energy. We can activate our sirtuins, our longevity gene, with this NAD synergizer. We can activate our guts, our brains, our pets. We've got a pet product. Our skin, we've got an amazing skin system and hair system that has no chemicals. It's very clean, and it works with our chemistry. We've got an activated liquid collagen. This is one of our most popular duos, is the activated liquid collagen and the protandim NRF2. The activated liquid collagen has 10 types of collagen. Most collagens on the market have maybe 1-2 types of collagen that maintain or replenish some collagen. So you might get a little bit of a difference, but this activates our entire body's collagen making processes with 10 types of collagen. We've got 28 types of collagen. So you guys, it's not only for your eyes, skin, and nails. Collagen lines our brains and our eyes and our hearts and our guts and our joints and our ligaments and our fascia. So many things. It's just part of our bodies, and it depletes as we get older. So by taking the activated liquid collagen, people are feeling better. Their joints are better. Again, their inflammation is better. Just imagine how you would feel consuming these products to make you feel better. And I'm going to go right into what I know that you are all dying to hear about. Probably have heard from the person who invited you today, but we can now activate weight loss, you guys. So we've got this mind body natural GLP-1 activator, and it is formulated with natural ingredients to activate our GLP-1. Very simply, GLP-1 is a hormone that's made in our guts and our brains, and it's the direct communication between the gut and the brain axis. And so when we're young and our GLP-1's working like crazy, our brains are telling our guts, you're full. You don't want that. You don't want that dessert tonight. You don't want that drink of alcohol. You're full. You can stop eating now. But, as we get older and we're not eating all of the right foods, and we are stressed, and stress does havoc in our bodies, and then we start to gain weight. Maybe we go through menopause, we start to gain more weight, and we can't bring it down. Well, our GLP-1 is not functioning, and then once we are overweight or obese, we have no GLP-1 in our bodies. So there are synthetic GLP-1s out there. So imagine having a synthetic hormone injected. It was made for a purpose. It was made for diabetics, to help balance insulin levels, because that is when the GLP-1 is functioning. That is what's happening, is it's balancing our sugar levels. So people then that were taking synthetics, and maybe some of you have been taking them or in the past or know somebody, again, there is a purpose for that product, but people started using it as a weight loss. So it's been a weight loss craze for the last couple of years now. And we've got 47 million people on a synthetic GLP-1, and a lot of the side effects are coming out right now. Not good side effects that we want. And plus it's pretty expensive. So imagine having these beautiful plant-based ingredients formulated to activate naturally our GLP-1 by 140%, whereas the synthetic version with the side effects and the cost attached activate it by 85%. So this is naturally activating it by 140%. So I am going to now, I just wanted to sum up like what our products are all about in LifeVantage. We've got activation products. Nobody else has these. Nobody else has the studies that we do. Our hero product, I don't know if I told you, but we've got 28 third-party peer-reviewed clinical studies on PubMed. That's huge. So if you go to pubmed.gov, if you're a research nerd person, that's great. Go there and type in oxidative stress, and it's rolling any disease you want to type in there, and you're going to see studies associating the two. Then type in protandim, and you're going to see our 28 peer-reviewed studies there. One is on osteoarthritis, one is on multiple sclerosis. They're amazing. One was done by our National Institutes of Aging, that studied it for 10 years and showed that it actually extends quality of life by keeping oxidative stress levels down. So that's what we're building a business behind, all these beautiful products. And I'm going to go ahead and throw it out to Miss Angie Harper. Again, she's in Queen Creek, Arizona. She's a school teacher turned network marketer, and is just a beautiful friend of mine and a great leader.
I love you. Thank you so much, Christy. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. I love seeing all these cute faces. So we just wanted to get together, the three of us, and just kind of talk about how we came to this business opportunity. Christy spoke about the products. I'm going to focus a little bit more on the business, and I'm going to kind of explain how, like Christy said, I was an elementary school teacher for 10 years, and I left teaching to actually start my own business back in my hometown of Brentwood, California. And, I did that with no experience whatsoever running a business or being an entrepreneur. I just knew that I saw an idea and I wanted to make it come to life. And so that's what I did. And those of you out there that do own your own business, I know there are a couple of you, it is, you can understand, you understand what I went through, right? You literally can never turn it off. It is something that is just on your mind 24 hours a day. Hopefully, if you're a good, business owner, you're always working in your business and touching your business. And so over the course of running my small business and raising my two boys who were young at the time, I started to develop some pretty significant health issues, and that's what led me to these products. But before I started taking Protandim, which is what we call the little yellow pill, I was actually approached by Tara Wilson, who is my enroller in LifeVantage. She and I go way back. We met in the back seat of a car after a high school football game. And when I left teaching and I was just getting ready to start my business, which was called Tumble Time, Tara called me really excited about a business opportunity, and her excitement got me excited. And she starts talking to me about this juice that you can drink. It's an antioxidant juice, and it does all this stuff. It makes you feel great, and da da da. And I was like, oh my God, I want to do it. Yes, I'll sell it. This sounds great. And so I went home to my husband and I told him, Tara has this awesome product and there's a business opportunity attached to it, and I think I'm going to do it. And he looked at me and he goes, is it network marketing? And I go, I think so. I didn't really know what it was. And he goes, tell her no. Tell her we're not interested in making money off of our friends and family. And so, you guys, I did. I emailed her, and I was her biggest rejection story. Our story is actually in a book called Go for No for Network Marketing, because not only did every single one of her family members either tell her no or they were already in her business, all of her friends, including me, we were in each other's weddings. I was in the room when her son was born. I told her no. I rejected her, right? Okay. But that wasn't the right time for me. It wasn't the right product for me. It wasn't until I saw her posting about this little yellow pill that it caught my attention, because I was suffering. I had migraine headaches. I had upper back pain. I was at the chiropractor every week, deep tissue massage, acupuncture, you name it. I tried it until I went to my doctor, and my doctor did what doctors do, and he prescribed me an antidepressant. And he said, this is going to take away your back pain. It'll make you feel better. And it did, until the next day when it came back. So all that to say, I decided at that point that I was going to take control of my health. I was going to take control of my life, and I was going to see if this little yellow pill did anything for me. I didn't ask her what the ingredients were. I didn't ask her to see studies on PubMed. I didn't even ask her how much it was. I just said, give it to me. So it was about 3 months into taking it, and everything changed for me. And it was at that time I went to my husband and I said, honey, I think I'm going to sell Tumble Time, and I am going to join Tara and I'm going to see what this network marketing thing is all about. I'm not going to listen to you. I'm not going to listen to all the naysayers. I'm not going to listen to all the skeptical people. I'm not going to listen to Jane's great uncle's aunt's brother's cousin who lost money in that pyramid scheme, right? And so I decided I'm taking control. And when I did that, and he was super supportive from the very beginning, he read the science, he started the products, he understood what we had our hands on. And that was it. Me saying yes to this opportunity 8 years ago has completely changed not only my life, but it's changed my children's life, because they then got a mother who was there. I was bringing my kids to school. I was picking them up from school. I was at their sports practice. I wasn't missing their games on the weekends to go to a birthday party on the bus, right? I was there. And I look at some of the people on this call right now who I reached out to and said yes to me, people that trusted me, people that I had relationships with, because that's what this business is about. It's about relationships, right? I have, a little girl, McCall, who my husband grew up with her husband, and I knew she was suffering from Hashimoto's and hypothyroid. I could see she was suffering. You couldn't deny looking at her that she was suffering, and so I got the guts to reach out to her, and she told me, "Yeah, I'll give it a try." And it's changed her life. I look at, my youngest son is 18 years old right now. I have two boys, they're 18 and almost 20. And my youngest son took a class in our hometown called Kinder Music, and all the kids in our town took Kinder Music. And the lady that taught Kinder Music, I used to call her Mary Poppins. She was just incredible, had an incredible way with kids and with adults. And when I started this business, she reached out to me because she saw a post on Facebook, and she said, "Angie, I'm a piano teacher. I have arthritis in my hands. I'm suffering. Will you meet with me?" And I met with her 30 minutes later. She enrolled with me, and her story has changed thousands of lives. And it goes on and on. My best friend who told me no for years and made her husband do the products. She's on the call right now. One of my travel baseball moms who, I'm just looking at people that told me yes in the beginning, right? Because they knew me, they liked me, I hope, and they trusted me. And I look at all of the lives that they have changed, and it's a remarkable feeling. And if you don't know, what it's like to run a business from this right here, you guys, I could be on the beaches of the world and I can run my business, because this is all it takes is a phone. I couldn't do that when I was a teacher. When I was a teacher, it didn't matter how early I went into school or how late I stayed. I made the same amount of money. When I was a business owner, everything was on my shoulders, from my website to my marketing to my sales to, my employees and taxes, and running a business in California. It's no freaking joke. It's hard. It's really hard. And so when I decided just to see what, network marketing was all about for myself and not to listen to other people, it truly changed my life. It allowed me and my husband to up and move from California, during COVID, and give our kids a high school experience that they wouldn't have had if we stayed. And I look at my boys now. My oldest son is in the Navy. My youngest son is about ready to graduate high school. And I know they wouldn't be where they are if my husband and I hadn't made the decision to leave when we did. And we only could do it because of this business right here. That's how we could do it. And so with that, I'm going to stop crying, and I'm going to bring on, so the piano teacher that I met, who has changed thousands of lives, she's known this girl for years because her daughter swam with her on the swim team, and she was her trainer at a gym. And when Jane met this beautiful, beautiful soul named Kristen Bailey, everything changed, not only for Jane, but for my business and for Christy's business, because we're all in the same company here. We're all in the same team, and she's just a ray of sunshine. She has changed so many lives with her story as well. And I'll never forget the first day I met her. Jane invited her to come to my house. We were all sitting around my kitchen table. So my team was really tiny. We could fit around my kitchen table. And this girl came in. I immediately loved her. I was drawn to her immediately. And she sat and she shared a story with us about her son who was just diagnosed on the autism spectrum, literally, I think the day before. And she'll share this story. But Kristen Bailey, are you out there? There you are. Hi.
I, oh man, Angie got me crying already. I really, as I'm listening to you both speak and I'm crying with you, knowing your stories and knowing what we've all gone through together since saying yes to this opportunity, I keep thinking it shouldn't be called network marketing. It should be called relationship marketing or something to that effect, because this truly is a relationship, like, with people that you would never even expect, and it's life saving, life changing in so many ways. And like Angie said, I again, relationship wise, I trusted Jane, the Mary Poppins that she was talking about. I was in a place in my life that was the darkest time of my life. 7.5 years ago. My son is now 10, but I was in the throes of a pretty bad divorce. I had majority of custody over my son, and I couldn't go back to teaching full time. I was a special ed teacher before I had him. He had just been diagnosed with autism. I was bartending at night, leaving the bar and going to open the gym that I worked at, and I would then teach group fitness classes. And I was burning the candle at both ends. Was was completely not even an understatement. I didn't know how I was going to keep going. And then I got injured. And like Angie, I tried everything. I used what was left in my savings to, try to heal myself and get back to work. And this beautiful soul, Jane, reached out to me, and you guys, I'm not kidding. And I know all of you guys can relate to this when I say this. When she told me about this little yellow pill, this Pro Tandem, I was like, oh my gosh, this is not happening. Does she seriously think that I can, first of all, even afford this? Or second of all, that it's going to work? But you guys, I always say, I didn't say yes to Pro Tandem. I didn't. I said yes to Jane because I trusted her, because I know she loves me, because I know she saw me grow up. I mean, she's like a second mom to me. So I said yes. And saying yes has literally changed everything for so many people. And I couldn't be more grateful, but I'm going to roll it back. I couldn't be more grateful, but I honestly think if you're listening to this call right now, and if you're hearing this opportunity for the first time, I was just getting my lashes done. I just recently moved to Roseville, and I had to start over, and I had to make connections. We're talking about relationships here. And my lash girl, I'm sitting there and I say, every time I do these calls, I have such a feeling of almost panic, because I want to convey myself in a way that's truly authentic, because I want them to know that it could change their lives. And she's like, well, tell me why. And so I told her quickly, and she's like, Kristen, that's exactly why I signed up to be your consultant. She's like, there are so many of these everywhere in this world. There are so many network marketing companies. She goes, every time someone lays down on my bed to get their lashes and they're trying to sell me something. And she said, you shared something with me. And by doing that, she goes, I want it in. And she's on it now. And her mom is now seeing the effects of this. And she has her own story to tell. So you guys, there's so much to it. And our stories, they continue to evolve as we go year after year. I just celebrated my 7th year in network marketing in this company yesterday. And this is the biggest month of my career here. And I'm seeing so many of my team members and everyone is so excited, and it's the ripple effect. The ripple effect is huge. We're so blessed to be here. I don't know if you wanted Katarina to jump on. I have a lot more to say, but I feel like our stories need to be shared, and I encourage you to truly, if you're on the fence, take the leap of faith, especially think about the person that introduced it to you and where their heart is and where their intention is. And honestly, I think you'll have your answer. So thank you so much for having me on. Angie, do you want Katarina?
Oh, yeah, sorry, I was waiting for Christy. Yeah, we're trying to keep this around 30 minutes. So Kat, do you have anything you want to say real quick? Katarina has a group, a Hashimoto's group, you guys, of how many thousands of people now?
Over 10, I believe. Yeah.
10,000 people. Talk about helping people. Holy crap.
Yeah, yeah. Well, real quick, I'll keep it short. My daughter's gonna pop in the car, and that's once again the beauty of this business. A mom of four. I'm always everywhere. Angie knows. But you can really make this work. You can change thousands of lives. And Angie was I call her she's like my angel. I had just moved here from California and I was suffering bad, you guys. It was bad. And thank God she had the courage to call me and tell me about these products. And I was like in with 2 feet right away. And ever since then, 2017, being able to just share the gift of activation with others and change people's lives and get the messages and really see how their health has just exploded is so rewarding. And I love my Hashi's page. I love pouring into people. And it's fun. And you get to meet some wonderful women and men too with this company. And I wouldn't trade it for the world. I'm going to be a empty nester when Gianna's done in 2 years. And I'm so glad I have this business because I can just pour into it even more. So I am like internally grateful for all of you on this call and Angie especially. So
Thank you, Kat. Christy,
Thanks.
before
Yeah.
we say goodbye, we need to let all these people know what GLP-1 activation has meant for our company in the past 2 weeks.
Yeah, absolutely. I just want to quickly share, you guys, like we can have the best products in the world, but if you're a business-minded person, you've also got to look at the actual business itself. So LifeVantage, again, we've been in direct sales since 2009. They are headquartered in Salt Lake City, and we are a publicly traded company, and which means everything we say has to be very clear, legal, transparent, and debt-free company. And we as a team, when we started this team, culture and community was very important to us. So as you can see, we were a family, and it's a very safe environment to bring people into, for sure. And then we've got systems to plug you into, so you don't have to have the knowledge of all of the products. You don't need to know the science. You literally plug into the system. That's how network marketing works. It doesn't matter your age, your gender, your background. You come in as long as you're motivated and want to help people and serve people. You can do this. We plug you into the system. We're in your back pocket as you're learning and growing your business. And it doesn't cost you anything. My husband just talked to a young college student who has very little money in the bank, but we were able to talk to her as parents. Like, this is a really great opportunity because she's all about this and she wants to make extra money. And we felt good about that because it's not costing her anything. It's just the products that you take. So I want you guys, again, put your business caps on here. This GLP-1 has been way bigger than we had ever imagined. I mean, the company has sold 5 times the amount that they were predicting. And it only launched 10 days ago. Today's Thursday, so tomorrow will be 2 weeks. We've sold through all the products. That's okay. We're going to tell you how we're working and managing that. But that just shows you what a business this is. There are people suffering, you guys, out there. And I can't tell you the amount of stories that I've heard of people struggling with their weight and energy and all of the things. So in 12 hours, this launched at 6:30 p.m. We were in Central Time because we were in Kansas City when this launched. And it launched at 6:30 p.m. And in 24 hours, when I woke up at 6:30, it was 6:30 p.m. the next day, I'm sorry, in 24 hours, we had sold $150,000, just our team, $150,000 of product. And that is breaking the internet. Like, I wasn't even able to reach out to my people because I'm helping other people. Like, it's half of the orders didn't even get in. And then within 3 days, we sold 185,000. And then just to give you an idea, like, the volume of our organization is about 320,000 in volume month after month after month in the last couple of years. That doesn't equal dollars, it's just the volume. I just checked my volume now. This is 9 days, or I'm sorry, 13 days later, we grew 269,000. So we grew in almost 2 weeks what we've had in 2 years, month after month after month. So again, this is what this means to me. These numbers reflect the lives changed, the people who order this product right away because they're struggling and they have hope. That's what these numbers reflect. And I know, Angie, you wanted to wrap it up with.
Yeah, I just wanted to wrap up with this. You know, you're on this call because you do see a business opportunity attached to these products, which is incredible. And I know, you know, like I said, this is my very first network marketing company. I've never done it before. I've always heard over the years about something called momentum. And I built pretty strong and pretty fast because of the relationships that I built over the years that I had prior from being a teacher and a business owner in my town. But I didn't know really what momentum looked like. And I for sure didn't know what selling weight loss looked like. I'd heard, but until I really saw it for myself, you guys, like, I'm just going to use this as an example. Some of you probably have heard of a company called Visalis. They had a really popular weight loss shake. It was the shake that tastes like cake. And Visalis was a supplement company. They had an array of products, and they were about a $300 million company. LifeVantage currently is a $250 million company. Not tiny, but not huge, right? So when Visalis launched this shake, you guys, they went from a $300 million company to $1 billion company in 4 years with this weight loss shake. I don't think anyone even knew they sold other products other than the weight loss shake. I didn't until recently. So all that to say, if you're listening to this right now, I truly, and I'm not saying this to be, like salesy or, come on strong. You truly, from the bottom of my heart, have a once in a lifetime opportunity to grab hold of. And if it's not for you, no problem at all. But don't discount anybody in your life that you know might be struggling. Everybody right now is feeling the pinch of the economy. I don't care who you are. I don't care how much money you make. Everybody is feeling it. So I want you to think about who in your life that you know that could link arms with you and run with this. 3 people, that's it. Go find 3 people that want to get healthy and make money, and teach them to go find 3 people, and teach them to go find 3 people, and teach them to go find 3 people. And before you know it, you have an organization of people that pay you over and over and over again for the work that you did one time. Like, I don't think anybody truly understands the power of leveraged income. It's something that I never knew even existed as a teacher or as a business owner. And so once you understand the power of leveraged income, I can go in the hospital tomorrow, God forbid, knock on wood, but my pay would not change because of the work that I've put into creating this beautiful team that I have. And so with that, I just want to end with another really great perk to running a business with LifeVantage is we have the opportunity to earn incentive trips. And our next incentive trip isn't until next August. It is a fully paid cruise to Alaska for 2 people. And if you're listening right now, you have the opportunity, hands down, to come on board and to win, I like to say earn that cruise to Alaska. And we have been all over the world together as a company, and it's just the most incredible experience, but we need more people to get loud about what we have our hands on. So thank you guys so much for taking some time on a Thursday afternoon to join us. And if you're watching the recording of this, please be sure to get with whoever invited you to listen to this information, and they will get you plugged in. And I would love to be the first to welcome you to LifeVantage. Thank you guys so much.